Good afternoon. So this is Big Cats in the UK Part 4. I'm aware it's only been a few days since my last Big Cats in the UK, which was Part 3. There was quite a gap between Part 2 and Part 3, and between Part 3 and Part 4 there's like 2 or 3 days. So the reason I'm doing Part 4 now is because I come across a sighting on one of the Big Cats in the UK Facebook pages I follow, and I read this report and looked at these pictures, and it's probably one of the best um, cases of a big cat sighting that's got a lot of credit and merit to it. Now, what I mean by that is this wasn't an isolated, one or two people saw this cat, um, and they've reported it, and there's absolutely no videos or pictures of it. Um, so I thought this was worth a video. If you're into the big cats in the UK phenomena, and if you do frequent any Facebook pages or Reddit groups about big cats in the UK, you may have already heard this. So this is a sighting that happened in Doncaster very recently, and it was near a McDonald's drive-through. Now, again, I'm going to use the tablet so I'm giving the correct information. I've got the tablet here. So, a big cat was spotted by members of the public and members of staff near a McDonald's restaurant, specifically near the drive-through bit. That was where it was visible, and this was so. Let's see. So the Red House interchange, McDonald's in Doncaster. So that's where the sighting actually took place. So witnesses are claiming to see a cat around 4.5 feet in length. Its torso, not including its tail, and to have leopard type spots, leopard type markings. Now I have had a look at the pictures, and I've actually managed to see the video. Um, and the cat looks very peculiar. So it blatantly does look like a big cat but it doesn't look big enough to be a full-on leopard or a full-on puma. It's quite bizarre. It's like an amplified version of a house cat. It's like three times the size of a house cat. It's got me personally. It's got the traits of several big cats, in different ways. Um, so when this sighting happened, the police were contacted, and so was the RSPCA. The cat looked very. They said it wasn't behaving like a domestic cat. It looked very antisocial, and it looked like it was looking for food. Um, I don't want to say on the hunt, but maybe it was just looking for anything that was lying on the floor. Um, Apparently, it was behaving very strangely. So before, when I said this sighting has more merit or credit, what I meant by that is that multiple people saw it in a non-biased way. So what I mean by that is these people weren't friends or families. This was a drive-through, so multiple people in different cars saw this sighting. Multiple members of staff saw it. So it's a lot. I think there's a lot more merit and credit to this. If you compare it to you know where one person has seen a big cat and they've reported it, and sometimes it ends up being like a hoax, or they've just made it up. Now, again, I want to make the point, I'm not saying that every single one of these sightings doesn't deserve credit, but we do know that there are people out there that will take a picture of a domestic cat and mess around with they'll zoom in, they'll make it blurry, and they'll just try and make a story out of it. But this just seemed legit. So um, it's let me just have a look here. So I've got a picture of the cat here. Now it literally does look like a big, just a massive house cat. It does have stripes on it. Um, it kind of looks a bit. If I had to say, it looked like any particular species. It looks more close to a lynx in terms of its coat. So lynxes have more of a deep, thick coat compared to like a puma or a leopard. Um, But however, it doesn't have the ears of the lynx. It doesn't have, the ears that go straight up. Um, it looks like, and I've mentioned this in previous videos, I do believe that we may have pumas and leopards and lynx in the UK that do roam, the countrysides and the fields, etc. But I think we might have a lot of species of cats that are wild, and this particular species is unknown. Or over the decades, we've had hybridized cats or cats that have crossbred. Maybe a wild cat has crossbred with a domestic cat. I don't know, but this big cat looks very, very strange. Now, I'll try and show you. So there's a few. When I show it up to you like this, you will think it just looks like a domestic cat. I don't know if you can see that. But I've seen it on the video, and on the video it does look, it's very long, and it's a lot higher than a domestic cat. But it just looks like a massive house cat. It's very, very bizarre. But in terms of how many people saw it, the police have been involved, the RSPCA have been called in about it. It just seems quite interesting, and quite a few people I've read from this report never really. Some of them didn't really think the big cats in the UK thing was a thing. They didn't give it any credit, and now they think otherwise. Some of them have said, well, maybe there is a type of big cats out there, not necessarily leopards or pumas, just a large wild cat that live in the wild that are bigger than domestic cats, which is all well and good. Me personally, I would like there to be leopards and pumas and lynx out there, and even whatever species of cat this is, and I don't think this is the only one. I think a lot of big cat sightings are what's being seen is these very large, bizarre, unknown species of big cats that may not necessarily be pumas or leopards or lynx. It might be something other, something that's in between, something that's a crossbred. Um, who knows? Um, but I thought this was fascinating. It's probably the best sighting I've read in a while in terms of witnesses and videos and pictures. So if you just Google, I wouldn't take that picture I held up to you as reference. So if you Google Doncaster McDonald's big cat sighting, it'll come up on Google. You'll have loads of search results. I'm just going to see if there's one more picture of it while I'm here. Nope. So the only thing about these newspaper websites is they're full of adverts. Yeah. So thanks for watching Big Cats in the UK Part 3. That video like went into the hundreds really quick. I was really surprised with that. My Big Cats in the UK videos seem to be quite popular in comparison with like my dinosaur videos. I love doing dinosaur videos. I don't care if no one watches them, but they're getting put out there. I'm just going to see if I can get another picture of this big cat whilst I'm doing this. Except these are like literally full of adverts. There is a video of the big cat. On most of the websites, you will find just 2 or 3 stills of it. But if you watch the video of it, it gives you more of an idea of how big it is. Because there's more points of reference of size in the background. Anyway, I'm going to stop it there because, this is full of adverts, and me holding the screen up to the camera won't do it any justice anyway. So thanks for watching this. Let me know what you think. Do we have hybridized cats in the UK, or do you believe that we only have lynx, leopards, and pumas if there are big cats in the UK, or do you not think we have them at all? Personally, I want there to be leopards, pumas, and lynx out there because it would make our wildlife such more unique and fascinating. But I think a lot of big cat sightings in the UK are attributed to cats like what I've shown you today. Cats that don't look like any species we're aware of. Okay, I'll leave it there. Stay safe. Have a good night.